Give me a hamburger. What?
Can I take the shake in the car?
When a homicide has no suspect and no motive, one man can turn the victim into a witness.
Call an ambulance.
For Da Vinci,
I just want to be able to tell myself at the end of the day that I did all I could.
the truth is in the details.
Sex and death, two of your most favorite subjects.
What am I doing exactly you don't appreciate? My job?
Da Vinci's Inquest, now on location in Vancouver.
I need to see your files.
I don't have any files.
I need to know what you know.
All you need to know is that I have a gun and I know how to use it.
And you call that working together?
She's a beautiful CSIS operative. He's a redneck RCMP officer. Cover Me, a new action-adventure series. There's Frontier Life, and then
I'm here to stay.
there's Married Life.
You gonna stop trying to get rid of my wife?
Just soon as she leaves.
This season,
This whole operation's gone to hell.
nothing too good for a cowboy. And from the East Coast, a touching new series.
I'm not gonna let them take her house.
You shouldn't be down there.
The life of a courageous mining family in Glace Bay.
Would you like to stay for dinner?
Pit Pony. Production is about to begin along the scenic shores of Vancouver. A romantic comedy from award-winning producer Phil Sabat. A one-hour pilot, These Arms of Mine. From the producers of the hit show Royal Canadian Air Force comes Sketchcom, a showcase of the hottest comedy troupes from across Canada. Mary Walsh and Andy Jones head up a dysfunctional Newfoundland family struggling to make ends meet. In Dooley Gardens,
So I'm like a father to the boy. You are his father.
Rick Mercer of This Hour Has 22 Minutes stars as an ambitious young executive trying to climb his way up the ladder of the Canadian film industry.
Who would have thought?
In Casting Couch.
This land belonged to me. It was my life.
He was one of the most extraordinary leaders in North American history.
Our land is torn up empty. You have taken our inheritance.
An epic miniseries about the Cree chief who fought to keep the land of his ancestors. Set against the plains of Saskatchewan, Big Bear. Someone or something is stalking the woods of Lynx River. No one is safe. Everyone is suspect. A 2-hour north of 60 thriller in the Blue Ground.
Have you ever heard of ALS? It's incurable.
Imagine having no control over your life or your death.
Before I turn into a complete vegetable, I'm gonna end
A
it.
remarkable story of one woman's courageous battle to determine her own life.
I don't want you to die.
They're all using you for their own ends.
I'll help you to find a good death.
At the end of the day, the Sue Rodriguez story. Guess who's coming home after 14 long years away?
I think I'm just going to show up.
Gordon Vincent and daughter Leah star in Wind. The Cold War is heating up between Canada and Russia. Christopher Plummer and Geneviève Bujold star in External Affairs. The war was over, life was good, until he disappeared without a trace. Sullivan Films presents the true life story of Ambrose Small. They captured the hearts of Canadians for 7 years. Now the beloved characters of Road to Avonlea come home for the holidays. The reunion we've been waiting for. Happy Christmas, Miss King. A variety special. Just like the good old days.
Bit by bit, putting it together. Piece by piece, working on the vision night and day.
1 hour of song and dance with Cynthia Dale. A Canadian icon for more than 30 years. She is, of course, Joni Mitchell. A new special only on CBC. Captivating. Breathtaking. Extraordinary. The best in the world are back on CBC. Home for the holidays, the Rankin family shine once again in their own Christmas special. And count on the usual tongue-in-cheek humor as the holiday season hits Possum Lodge on Red Green's Christmas. And Kathy Jones has her own comedy special.
Yes!
Home to Canada's awards.
We are Canadian.
CBC is proud to pay tribute to the actors, singers, and musicians who make this business what it is today.
This is for all of us.
Come dance with Karen Kane, dancing in the moment. And new this season, a series of 1 hour specials with Adrienne Clarkson.
Get a load of this.
Now, don't get your dandruff, because I know you got a temper.
Most powerful man in Canada. In Canada, politicians and sex, they just don't mix. What goes on inside the snowsuit stays inside the snowsuit. Arms of a girl! Arms of a girl!
We are dedicated to serving the public.
In your dreams, pal.
I am not afraid to put my foot down.
Holy!
It's okay, it was only an Anglo.
No.
Yes!
Son of a gun.
And that's what I call diplomacy the Canadian way.
If it ain't broke, you're not trying.
Did I miss something?
Oh, you're missing so many things, actually, Harold. Never use yes, dear, if her sentence starts. You know what your problem is?
You're a sick man!
You're in my seat. Best seat now.
Has he always been like this?
I've got to watch TV.
Tell me where Montreal is and I'll do it, I
My wife and I have been together for 10 years, which is exactly what she would have gotten for killing her.
All your favorite shows are coming back.
I'm not going to let her do what she likes.
We will lose her.
Black Harbor.
First you move out the husband, then the brother.
That's not true.
Hey, every time I turn around, he's in my face. I just like to know what's going on.
I'm sorry about everything.
We're gonna beat you fair, square, and sideways.
The Bailey family continues to triumph in the face of the Depression.
Whatever you choose, we're gonna support you.
Illicit affairs. Economic hardships. Cranky neighbors. Welcome back to Riverdale.
How do babies get inside us?
The classic tale of imaginative and mischievous Emily of New Moon.
I'm a grown woman, Elizabeth.
Would you help me be a writer?
Are you tough enough?
In a sea of news programs, only CBC brings Canadians closer to the stories that shape our lives, our country, our world. The day begins with the CBC Morning News, half an hour earlier at 6:30 with a brand new host.
Hello there, welcome to Midday.
Then Midday's Tina and Brent continue to bring you the people, places, and issues that make Canada unique. At supper hour, the CBC remains committed to local news with insightful, in-depth journalism from coast to coast. Later in the evening, it's Canada's most watched newscast, The National, at 10 and 11, continuing to set the standard for news. Sunday Report returns now with veteran journalist Bill Cameron as host. At the end of the day, no one covers what's important to Canadians like CBC.
I'll never forget what I saw in 1994.
Hard-hitting.
Is he in there?
It was outrageous.
Compelling. Shocking.
It's a sick joke.
CBC's multi-award winning The Fifth Estate. Count on Diane Buckner to deliver the goods on business.
Remember, this is a different country.
Venture. Here to decode this decade before the new millennium.
The sky's not going to fall.
But the world is going to crash.
Is Wendy Mesley, media guru of undercurrents. Marketplace.
This is really a breakthrough.
Reporting on what's hot and definitely what is not.
Don't even try them.
The pace of life is probably faster.
The Health Show explores the latest in medicine and what lies beyond. And an intimate look at extraordinary Canadians.
I've never tried to walk into a shadow.
On Life and Times. Always enlightening, outstanding documentaries showcased on Witness. And in 4 documentary specials for God, Country, and Coca-Cola. Quest for the Lost Tribes, Mystery of the Blue Whales, and a place called Chiapas.
We are part of nature. If we destroy nature, we destroy ourselves.
David Suzuki's The Nature of Things. Country Canada unearths the heartland, examining the changing face of rural Canada, now in prime time. Legendary Beatles producer Sir George Martin returns with Goldie Hawn, Phil Collins, and friends.
This is a great thrill to be working with a knight during the day. It's such a joy.
So now I'm a singer.
This is my life.
A unique recording project. And absolute lunacy returns to CBC.
That's my problem.
With Mr. Bean. Discover the magic as the wonderful world of Disney returns.
We're the ducks.
Goldberg.
With more excitement.
I give you the key of the jungle.
More adventure. And more blockbuster movies than ever before.
Under the sea. Teenagers. Under the sea. They swim all over you.
Puppies are not for sale.
That's the way I'm topsy every day.
Yes, indeed.
You want your own wife, kitten.
Winner of 2 Academy Awards.
Yeah.
A homespun thriller about a cop.
You okay, Margie?
It's just morning sickness.
And a killer.
It's kind of funny looking.
Oh, yeah?
Would it kill you to say something?
No.
Fargo, a Canadian premiere only on CBC.
There she goes, Captain!
This classic tale of the battle between man and nature comes to the screen.
Daring is on.
Patrick Stewart stars in Moby Dick. They've taken the country by storm. CBC presents an extraordinary evening of dance. River dance in Canada. This fall, our daytime schedule is almost completely Canadian, taking viewers of all ages from early morning through to the supper hour in 3 distinct segments. Children's programming is now 1 full hour longer, so preschoolers can enjoy more of the delightful commercial-free shows they've come to love. Starting at noon, it's 4 hours of smart talk and entertainment, including encore presentations of Pamela Wallen. Then it's youth and family time. The popular Jono-Vision returns, and one of the most successful series ever seen on Canadian television, CBC's Road to Avonlea, is back for a whole new generation of viewers to enjoy. CBC Sports delivers. We are Canada's premier sports broadcaster, internationally acclaimed for outstanding programming and production. More coverage, more action, more excitement. CBC, 1 step ahead of the game. Hockey Night in Canada is back. CBC is proud to announce a 4-year agreement with the NHL, with Labatt as the new lead sponsor. The tradition continues on CBC. It all begins a half hour earlier with the pre-game show and the always insightful Ron McLean. Then it's game time.
Doubleheader every Saturday night.
No game would be complete without the repartee of Ron and Don.
Let's go.
Our expert team continues to set the standard for hockey coverage in North America. A mid-season classic is back. The NHL All-Star Game. The league's best go head-to-head.
You're fighting for a job here.
From the drama on the ice to business in the boardroom.
If you want a 3-year deal, what's the package?
A compelling journey of a year in the life of the NHL.
I'll take the 4-year deal.
Batter up! Labatt Blue Jays baseball is set. From the dugout to the diamond, we've got the bases covered. The 98 Commonwealth Games, prime time action. Labor Day kicks off the regular CFL season, culminating in the coveted Grey Cup. It's head-to-head action in the Scott Tournament of Hearts and Labatt Brier. CBC continues to stay one step ahead of the game. An unprecedented audience tuned into the Winter Olympics in Nagano. Now, CBC has struck gold with the Canadian broadcast rights to the Olympic Games for the next decade. CBC is proud to be your Olympic network.
You can't help but be impressed